Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to day 3 of our Major League Gaming Winter Championships. You've spelled it right. Now, I have a surprise in the booth. You guys wouldn't believe it unless you saw it. So without further ado, welcome T-Squared to the booth, man.
I'm excited, man. The crowd is crazy. What's up, Columbus? I'm stoked for this next match.
All right, so Tom, what do you got for us on this match, man?
You know what? I'm rooting for Elamite and Ace because of what happened before the tournament. But, you know, I'm a game type by game type guy, so we're going to see how it goes. You know, Ambush is probably the better team, but I'm going to root for Shady Halo kids on this one. How many Ambush fans we got out there?
How many Shady Halo kids? Take it. T-Squared fans? Yeah, they love you. Did you hear that?
I need a Walshy face out there. Like the Walshy chant was happening at the movie theater. There's no T-Squared chant. I think it's because.
No, you went to the Hunger Games?
Yeah, I saw the Hunger Games. It was Av. It was Av.
It was Av?
Yeah.
I didn't read the books, man.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not my style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nonetheless, game number 1 is going to be capture the flag on Zealot. Tom, who would you like to start with?
Let's start off with this area. He was definitely destroying last series with Sniper. I was very, very impressed with his countdown performance. One of the more impressive games of the tournament.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I was eating. But nonetheless, Hysteria. Does that surprise you he comes out? I mean, this team has very little practice.
Yeah, I played him online, and they're actually pretty good. As long as best man, I think he's the X factor. If he plays well and has a solid overall game, then they'll usually win. So.
All right, well, Tom, talk to me here. Before we get into the game and everything, how do you like the new format? What needs to be different? You know, just your overall general impressions from this Columbus event.
I really like the veto system. I think that's really cool. I wasn't too happy with the free-for-all. I think that, you know, with the free-for-all, if you're going to, you know, see the teams at least finish the free-for-all, we saw a little bit of, you know, crazy matchups. We played Classic, and it was a little too early for us to, you know, get eliminated, I thought. But, you know, it is what it is. Next time will be different. But the reason I wanted to start off with Hysteria is because his grenades, you saw in the beginning there, his grenades are disgusting. He's back to 08 Hysteria with those nades. And just look at his placement. He's so smooth. His gameplay is amazing.
Hysteria now going to be moving top gold here. This seems to be the key to capture the flag on Zelda. It's just controlling top gold, running these flags, landing.
Yep.
Very rare we see a flag go anywhere else.
Yep, you'll see right here he's going to push this spawn center. What you want to do right here is watch the spawns under the base. And you'll also notice that blue actually gets the benefit of the doubt in this game type. A lot of people don't realize that.
Really?
Yeah, they get the better spawns in this game. Or at least in Zealot flag. So you definitely want to be red though. So Ace is the last guy right here with Sniper top gold. He's going to try to stay alive as long as possible and try to get this flag you know, back to their base. It gets returned though and he gets assassinated. So really sneaky play right there by APG. And he picks up the double there on Elamite. So as you can see, they're going to try to push this on the street. And what you'll see a lot of teams do is leave the flag right there so they can, you know, see the grenades blow up and a little fumble Rooski there. But that's a very good strat, just to toss the flag and wait for the grenades, because what happens in Halo Reach is people just sit there and try to kill the flag guy, and they try to, you know, do what Instinct calls desperating it. And sometimes you just want to give up the cap.
Absolutely. So APG now spawning under the base. He is just... Actually, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's APG. This is the most important part of Zealot flag, is retaking gold control and what you do under the base when you spawn. So you see that he sneaks out under the base, and he's going to wait for them to run the flag and try to get a melee off on the flag guy so he takes him to one shot. And Bestman actually did a really good job there getting that melee off on him as well, so his teammate could get the kill.
Hines does have the grenade launcher. He's going to make Bestman no shields. His teammates will clean that up. And now
Hines
here comes the flag
one of the best
return.
grenade launches in the game, by the way.
Yeah, you know that.
Disgusting no-scope by Hysteria. That was ridiculous. So the two best things about Hysteria, his callouts aren't that great, and yeah, he may complain a little bit, but he has the best grenades and the best snipe. He's really impressive when it comes to those two things. And he's a very great screen watcher. That's what you notice is a lot of these people really pay attention to, you know, the little camera on the bottom left and see who screen watches and see who doesn't. That's a very underrated part of the game.
So would you team with Hysteria even though his callouts aren't that good?
He doesn't follow me on Twitter, so no.
Oh, God, come on, guys. It's coming down to that now. It's like, yeah, well, if you follow me, you know, I'll team with you. Good times. Well, Hysteria now is just going to be waiting there. He's not going to go for the return.
Yeah, he's going to try to push lights right there. And we got to be really careful throwing grenades like that because it has a little smoke screen behind it, and people can see your positioning from that. So you got to be careful when you're throwing grenades, pushing top gold like that.
Hines doing a good job picking up the double kill. He's going to hit this reload. 2 other teammates are with him as Cloud now is going to be coming off the respawn. Here comes the grenade launcher. So effective with it, man.
He's really good with the grenade launcher. Hines was extremely impressive in our match Saturday night when we were playing them. He went positive 11 on Battle Canyon. He's been playing Halo for a while, so he's used to these new game types as well. So he probably taught his team a little bit of the strategy and showed him what it takes. Great shots there by Best Man, though. That's a hard angle.
Now, speaking of that series, what prompted you to go with 2 Beaver Creeks in a row?
With Battle Canyon, we just are feeling it. We are not a big fan of Nexus King, to be honest.
Really?
So, yeah. I just don't feel like Nexus is the best game type.
Is there another King of the Hill you've even thought about? Nothing really.
There's nothing else you can do. I mean, Battle Canyon is one of our best maps, and we just got outplayed on it, honestly. So let's see what Hysteria can do with Sniper right there.
Hysteria now just playing Ring Around the Rosie. He is going to be cleaned up. That means that all 4 members for this ambush squad will be alive. We have Formal going to be airing up to top gold. And Elamite and Ace are the only ones. The Elams are the only ones alive for that team, and now they're just going to be trying to get control of top gold. It's a little bit of the meta game now, Tom.
Yeah, Ace is probably one of the best players at staying alive. So you saw that he was the last guy alive right there, and then he finally picks up a kill. So I don't know about that play by Formal, and another Hysteria grenade takes him out, and he's going to get the return right here. So it looks like the red team's going to have a good push. They have gold control. Cloud's on a blue landing, and he drops down towards the lights, and APG takes out Ace right there. So, Ace, was the last guy alive and still got his team gold control. So you got to really pay attention to that. And again, Hines with the tube, look at him. He loves the tube. And what he's going to do right here is just be checking the spawns. A lot of people, you see they're desperate in this cap right here, the red team. They need to just give this cap up, try to take back control and try to kill Hines. And Hines jumps out right here. I probably would have stayed on top at that point, but it looks like he's really trying to get this flag back to the base. So the red team's doing a pretty good job of holding him off. They're going to try to probably get a flag touch soon. That's the best thing you can do in this scenario, and probably toss it bottom center, but looks like Hines. See if Jacob can get the touch. No, he can't. So they're going to get this cap, and red team really needs to take back gold right here. That's the most important part of this game type. See what they can do.
It seems as though the Shady Halo kids are just kind of scrapping right now. They can't get any real control, so they're going with the hologram push, and it's not really working out for them because this ambush squad is just all over the place.
Yeah, they could be a little flustered from losing last series. You hop right back into it so fast. Sometimes you don't get a chance to get your mental game down. I was actually having a pretty funny one-on-one with Kyle while we were in the bathroom next to each other. So I was like, you know what, Kyle?
Swords. The old swords.
Yeah, the
former
old swords.
straight ripping teammates.
Yeah, it's true.
Standard.
But it looks like 3 dead here. Cloud's the last guy alive for the blue team, and it looks like red team's going to be able to get their first cap right here. So we got Ace with the sniper. Oh, disgusting snipe. Can we put Ace on the main screen here with snipes?
Yeah, come on, genius.
There we go. Ace with the snipe here, and he's going to be just checking on the spiral right now.
Oh,
awesome flank by Formal right there. But he probably pushed lights, came around, ported gold, and this is going to be a huge thing for the blue team. You do not want to have the snipe. You do not want Formal to have the snipe in his hands. So, like I said, Ace, let's see what he can do here. This is the most important part, is when you spawn under the base. If you can try to stop the flag or at least regain control, you have to do one or the other. You can't just give up random deaths here.
So Formal connecting with 2 shots there with this sniper rifle. He has Elamite top middle, and he's going to connect with that no-scope. Hits Ace in the body, tries to hit him with the crouch.
Huge kill.
The crouch seems to be back, Tom.
Yeah, it does, especially with these new monitors. These monitors are very great. They have awesome quality, but they seem to be a little bit laggy, and people aren't used to them. Think the heads up. A lot of people are going to be buying these monitors and getting used to them this year, and the crouch is just something that's going to throw people off. And I've also heard that when you crouch as a female, that you crouch lower. So I don't know.
Females are naturally smaller. That's science.
Nice no-scope there by Cloud. That's his
Forte,
octagon.
Man.
That's his octagon training right there. So,
did you ever get into that octagon, Tom?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of octagon or 1v1s. Halo's a team game, so props to Cloud for being so sick at it. He knows all the spawns and things like that. But this is a huge push here for Cloud to see if he can win this one-on-one with Elamite. Nice nade.
Yep.
That was a good nade. Even though it looked like it didn't hit, it took only 4 shots to kill him, which means that it did.
Now we have APG battling out his base. They are just kind of honed down here, seeing Shady Halo Kids starting to get some control from top middle, but now Best Man is the only one alive as Elamite's going to get the red landing spawn. He's now going to be pushing bottom middle. He is just basically trying to stay alive since 2 of his teammates are down.
That's the key in flag. You never want to get all 4 dead. And then just a bad push by Ace right there. It looks like their communication's a little off. Hysteria is going main ramp side, Ace is going gold side. They're not really focusing on pushing streets together. You have to push streets and have a nice push to top gold in order to win this game type.
Formal is
with
on a
snipe
killing
again.
spree here with a sniper on the red landing. He is now just going to escort this flag. Actually, he's going to pick up and start running it since Cloud was taken out.
That's unfortunate right there for Formal. Oh, disgusting by Hysteria. Let's see if they can bring it back now after that. That should give him a lot of momentum.
Hysteria now nading, and will he be able to get it? His Hysteria nade just barely missed there, Tom. That's
that's unfortunate right there. Also, one thing that I've noticed a lot this tournament is how big Host is. We saw Snakebite last game with Host, and he was going off. Host is back. You know, you were amazing with Host in Halo 2. You'd be on Battle Canyon top rockets, and it was just so hard to take you out. So, you know, really pay attention to the veto system in Host now. It's going to play a big part of this strategy coming into the next tournament.
Yeah, and Mikwin was actually telling me that since he's a whippy shot, he shoots whippy, that Host actually, those shots connect.
Definitely, and the melees, there's a huge advantage to Host. So, but also when you pick Host, you get a chance to pick Host or I think you get to pick Host or which game type you want to veto first. So that's why I really like the veto system. It's a different kind of strategy, and you know, we haven't seen much penance also, which is something that I like in this veto system.
We saw one. Instinct actually pulled it up because they were actually intimidated. You know, they just wanted to kind of ice the opposition, and now meanwhile we see as Shady Halo Kids is gonna put in the second flag here. This is
good for Shady Halo Kids because they're getting outslayed right now, and it looks like, you know, from their screens that the blue team is completely outplaying them, but the score is only 3-2. So you have to be happy with this right now, and they have gold control. So if they can just, you know, keep the tube out of Heinz's hands, keep the snipe out of Formal's hands, work together and move this flag, I think that they can win this game type.
This is just going to be heartbreaking for Richie Hines and the Ambush Squad if they actually do end up losing the series. Richie Hines is just kind of cursed, it seems, recently. He just gets 5th, 6th all the time.
Well, he's a really great Halo Reach player, so you know the way this bracket has worked, the way the tournament's played out, you don't know what's going to happen, honestly. So that's 3 dead right now, and if if Hysteria can stay alive top center just a little bit longer, now Elmite's the last guy. So they need to push together here on the streets and try to take back gold again by themselves. 1 push main ramp, 1 push gold. You got to go together here, and the weapons are up. So Formal again with snipe, and let's see if what's Hines doing? Is he going for the tube? No, he's top gold right now as well. So they're going to escort this flag back. Another big part of this is communication.
And here comes Cloud. He's going to be pushing down through the street, and he is not going to be able to put it in. Shady Halo Kids, are they in a position? Elamite is close. Best Man's trying to do a good job here. He's going to get hit with that nade, and Elamite's actually going to be able to get the flag return. But he didn't grab it.
He gets taken out.
Even
you got to get the flag touch right there. Again, 2 things that I went back to on that game type is 1, don't push the flag in too hard. Maybe just toss it out, and then you have to touch the flag. You have to touch the flag and toss that out bottom center, Kyle.
Yeah, that's routine. He's a veteran player. There's no reason.
We thought he was going to get the return. Could have been miscommunication. You know, maybe someone else was going in there for the return, but it's so important to get a flag touch in this and countdown flag.
They're now down by 2 flags here. Ace now is kind of contemplating. He doesn't know if he wants to push top middle or get this guy behind the base.
Ace is a really sneaky player. He's always holding the walls just like Pistola, just staying alive, and he has a great feel for the map. So that's Aaron's forte.
Now, Tom, in that situation, when there is a guy underneath your base and you have all 4 alive, are you trying to get that guy out of your base, or do you just go for the control and worry about him later?
You got to get the guy out of your base. Also, it's situational. You know, the score's 4-2 right now, so sometimes you got to stop this cap, and it depends on the map as well. And Pit, you definitely got to get them out of your base.
So Zealot, not as bad?
Not as much, but Pit for sure, because you can just do such a good job of staying alive. In this type of game type, you can leave that up to the spawner to just spawn at your base and kill that guy, not so much in Pit.
That was
so
all
we're pushing
4
the
down.
flag top gold right here. This is huge right now. This DMR battle with Hysteria. He actually leaves them and goes for Cloud. Great communication there. Cloud's going up the landing. Let's see if they can take him out. He gets the melee off on Ace. Formal's top center right now, just being annoying. It's so hard to take out the guy top center, so that was a really good job of Formal.
Great job.
And let's see if Hysteria can get a touch. Bad tube right there. APG missing on the tube. May want to leave that to Hines.
Oh, now we see as Cloud is going to be in a position to return this flag.
Yeah, I wouldn't have went for the return right there if I was Best Man. I know that they have 4 caps and it's down bottom center, but you really got to go and try to push streets, get gold control, and get that touch, because as you can see, they just got the return. So that was a long time, and Best Man probably thought that flag was given up. We can't hear the communication, so maybe the red team was like, all right, guys, we got to just leave this and not let them get that cap. But as you can see, gold control is just so huge, and Hines is pushing in the flag. He's a great objective player.
Elamite's in the base,
Huge double. Now he gets the touch. There it is. Good job.
Elamite now not making the same mistake twice here. Cloud connecting with the no-scope. The other guy getting finished up. And this looks like it is going to be all she wrote.
There it is.
That is game number 1 going in favor of Ambush, 5-2. Great job overall by them.
That was a really good job. Formal getting the snipe, just great communication, and a couple mess ups. You know, Kyle going -12 right there. That's not the best thing you want to do.
Positive 15 by Formal.
I was really impressed just by his snipe and just where he was going on the map. Holding top center at the end right there was huge.
Taking a look at the NOS performance here, 36 and 21 from Formal, definitely the player of the match. APG 30 and 24, and he's just that map is almost designed for him. He has so many sneaky routes, he can just fly at his opposition.
For sure, I think when it comes down to Zealot, you got to give Ambush the benefit of the doubt. They're a great team, and I think that it's going to be really important for Shady Halo kids to take this game too if they want to be serious in this series.
All right, well, with that said, we're going to have a Team Slayer coming up right after this commercial break.